Hi there, thanks for watching another one of my horrendously shaky videos. As soon as I finish investing in the plant, perhaps I should invest in a better camera or at least some skills. But until then, here we are. So this video is going to show you a quick tour of one of the Icon Broncos. This is serial number 3. Oh, that's so shaky. I'm so sorry. This truck is built in flat gray with suspended nanoparticles. The next one, I promise, will not be the typical gray. The next one's actually a really cool burnt orange. This truck is unique in that we did the bright Ranger trim package as well as the Icon designed stainless steel mirrors and door handles, and some of the interior trim were left polished stainless instead of our traditional matte black finish at the client's request. This, like all of our Broncos, features a removable hardtop. We have them slated to be built as roadsters, convertibles, hard and soft tops, or the rare half cab style, which is kind of cool. Here's a close-up of our side marker light guards. We've designed those for both the reflector generation as well as the light generation, both sizes. You also see the taillight guards that are kind of cool. Those are also CNC'd out of aluminum and then finished in volcanic powder coat. So let's see here. What else can I wax poetic about? Going on the side, other details. There are the mirrors and the door handles. You know, Ford, when they designed the original truck, had certain limitations to maximize cost effectiveness. So the handles, the mirrors on the original Bronco were actually repurposed parts from other applications like the Falcon, the Mustang, and the F-100. Us, on the other hand, in our little low volume world, were able to really kind of maximize the design for better or worse without the respect to cost. So we really saw that as a great opportunity to, I don't know, just kind of further flesh out the aesthetic of the original truck. I think these designs are more of a match for the exterior layout and boxiness of the Bronco as opposed to the stock parts, which are really just repurposed parts from something else. You'll notice the glass in this video is highly reflective. It actually has a matte sheen to it, but it's architectural glass, which is kind of cool, that we CNC and then temper to use in automotive. Here you see our redesigned Bronco side emblems. Those are obviously based on the original design, yet this time CNC'd out of aluminum, which is then brushed and enameled. There's the front side marker light guard, same design theory as the one in the rear. Front bumper we designed from scratch. We integrated the Vision X aircraft landing lights, as well as the Haas Fairlead style Warren winch that's buried down nice and low. There you see the cool CNC locking fuel cap that comes from our friends at Scott Drake. I think it's intended for a Mustang or something, but we just made it work. More of those nifty Vision X diodes. Those are tied to the reverse gear as well as on a stainless toggle switch under dash. They provide significant light. Up above it is the license plate light, which is a lower output unit. That whole assemblage is one piece and it's removable with an Allen key when you need to change your spare. Rims on this particular truck are the Black Rock alloys, Teflon coated, great wheel. Here you see the CNC'd aluminum handle and stainless hardware. It's part of our bumper system. It's a Class 2 hitch receiver bumper. You'll notice rubber isolators and pressure-sensitive rubber on the inside to keep away from rattles. And then we have our signature ramp here with the pin that goes click when it opens to 90 degrees. That keeps it from continuing to open and getting stuck out in traffic lanes, or from returning and damaging your tailgate when you drop the tailgate. Also in this bumper design, we took advantage of the dead space within the bumper body to create these locking storage bins with drains. You can put chains and tow ropes or whatever. Stock handle here, although we did convert the lift gate, we added a third brake light, again LEDs, and we converted it to these gas lift shocks. instead of the old elbow joints of the original, which just did nothing but rattle. And then they had a good habit of trying to come down on your head once you stuck your shoulders in and hit it. Tailgate elbow hinges were also redesigned, and we went with this nice shrouded cable system. Again, it's just a rattle killer. In the stock cargo area of a Bronco, these cavities were wide open or at best covered with cardboard with a vinyl overlay. This time we do CNC'd, or actually laser cut ribbed stainless, and then water jet cut aluminum bezels that are finished in volcanic powder, into which we sandwich the Chilowich. And we integrate the LED diodes, the JL audio base focal speakers, and the Bronco marine rated power port. On the back side of those panels is coated with Dynamat, as well as the back side of the quarter panel sheet metal. And then the insides are stuffed with poly batting, all again in the interest of vibration elimination and noise reduction. Those cast half-round diodes are pretty cool. We got those from the cigarette boat world. Saw those on a boat at a show and thought they were really nifty. You'll notice the inside floors, as well as the underside of the body and inner fenders, are coated in heat-cured polyurea in lieu of conventional petroleum-based undercoatings. It has more insulation properties, lasts longer, and is easier to top coat. Also, the traditional petroleum coatings had a very bad habit of constantly leaching into the environment, which is no fun. These are pretty cool. Those are little anchor points. They're ridiculously overrated, US made by our friends at Max Tie Down. Here you'll see the Chilowich floor mats. They're rubber backed, MB-Tex hemmed, Chilowich on top, and then sandwiched between those two layers is more Dynamat. It's kind of a novel way of using Dynamat, but we've met with great success doing it that way, and it just really helps to sort of quiet down the interior and tone everything down. Adds a lot of refinement. The rear seat in the Bronco is a tuck and tumble design, or you can fold it forward for storage. You can remove the whole thing, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Taillights, while appearing stock, are actually light-emitting diodes in a really cool star pattern that are embedded on a circuit board. And then that's a stock lens, and then again our CNC light guard. The light guards for the side marker reflectors or lights and tail lights all attach to the stock mounting points, so there's no drilling or modification required on the body. Here you can see that glass and get a feel for that effect. From the inside, it's just like a typical modern car light smoke. But from the outside, it's kind of cool. I think it adds to the sort of industrial funk of the whole design aesthetic. If you prefer to order one in conventional automotive Ford glass, we do that as well. I don't think we sold any that way, though, so far. I think everyone's opted for this glass. This particular truck's outfit with the power steps from Amp Research in Detroit. Great product. They're tied to a door sensor. They tuck up above the frame line when the door is shut. Then they bump down when needed. They have a cool aircraft rated LED that's waterproof. I don't know if you can see it. I can't really see it, but at night it's kind of cool. It casts, there it is to the right of the frame. Casts a nice even light down on your step area. Step boards are CNC and volcanic powder coated. Here's more of that Chilowich floor mat concept. The front's designed with interlocking geometric forms so that they're removable, but it looked a lot better than just isolated mats. There you see the controls for the locking differentials and air compressor, as well as the twin sticks for the Atlas II, the Garmin navigation, the drilled CNC lightweight pedals. And I'm not trying to make a race car. This truck's heavy. They're about 4,000 pounds. But those are actually for enhanced utility with muddy boots. They give you better traction than rubber would. This truck also is equipped with power windows, power door locks, keyless start. Here you see our CNC dash knobs that are hand knurled and hand engraved and then hand enameled. Another Bronco power port. Right above the power port's a 140-degree LED embedded in a stainless machined housing. Our heat vent AC vents that you see there, They look kind of normal, but they're actually from Cessna. So they're CNC'd. Actually, I don't think they're CNC'd. I don't know, they might be extruded, but whatever. They're aluminum, not plastic, I guess is the point of my story. And they're double anodized so they don't turn blue and hold their color nicely. The glove box door is a study of inefficiency but cool design. It's built no less than about 8 different pieces. So the outer ring and main body is all CNC'd aluminum. Then the insert and hinges are stainless steel. It has a sprung latch. Everything sandwiches together with aircraft hardware. And on the inboard plane of it is the 4x shifting instructions and the original VIN tag as Ford's original design. Our glove box is not nearly as big as the original one. We make up for that with the center console design, and this one is literally pretty much a glove box, and that was done so that we could create room for the high output AC system. There you see the light emitting diodes that are outboard on the dash. Those are aimable with the knurled locking stock. Those come out of the military theater from aircraft. They're really cool. The upper dash pad is a dead stock Ford reproduction part. The tensioning things, I don't even know what to call them right now, it's been a long day, for holding the windshield frame are CNC'd aluminum and powder coat. Here you see the same design from the rear cargo panels is carried forth in the front, and the plastic bucket there is now CNC'd, and the original handle is leather wrapped and hand stitched. Here you see our upgraded knurled CNC'd aluminum lock knobs. I'm kind of a watch geek, so those are designed after some of the crowns on some of my favorite watches. And I don't know, the original ones are just kind of cheesy. Entire dash is redesigned. We developed that with help from our friends at BC Bronco. Here you see our redesigned wiper system. We're running a single Bosch motor, linkage, and bracketry that's adjustable for the different generations of the early Broncos. And that's a 3-speed motor with delay. It's a really nice setup. Headliner, inspired by the original, but far better material. That's Alcantara, which is basically like a synthetic suede as you'd find in tons of modern cars, but most recently I've seen it in Aston Martins and in the Escalades. Here's our H-bar design, which is thick wall, US-made steel, welded and fabbed in-house. Creates 3-point locations for seatbelts for front and rear passengers. If you're doing a Roadster topless build with us, we'll advise to do a full cage so we can secure the windshield frame. Quick tour of the engine bay, Coyote 5.0, 412 horse, 390 torque, great motor, love it. Pretty much dead stock other than headers of our own design. Quick tour of the undercarriage. You'll notice conventional modern Ford 3/4 ton arms and ends. Tom Lee mil-spec power steering. StopTech design 6-piston calipers front, 4-piston rear. We're running radius arm style suspension with Johnny joints. Again, all US made. Art Morrison designed and manufactured. Mandrel band stainless steel, ceramic coated exhaust. You see our skid plate. Quick tour of the rear. That's triangulated 4-link. Again, all Johnny joints. We partnered with our friends at Fox Racing and Eibach for the suspension components as well. Can't talk enough about these brakes. Love them. Fuel system, you can just barely see our custom tank, which soon we're going to intend to retail to the general Bronco community. It's a couple light years ahead of what's been fulfilling the market needs thus far with in-tank sump and baffles, in-tank FI pump. Nice tank, made by Transfer Flow. Another quick tour of the cargo area. Sorry this thing speeds up a little bit. I had to compress it to meet the 15-minute cap that our dear friends at YouTube require. So if you're still with me, I appreciate your patience and your interest. I try and use these videos to communicate our lunacy and the depths of our designs. Further interest, please go to icon4x4.com or call me at 818-280-3333. Thanks again, and spread the word.